Ironman number 2. Let's fucking go.
It's 6 AM. I'm tired. Leave me alone. So we're flying to Ljubljana first, and then we're gonna go to Austria. Let's fucking go.
We made it to Austria.
Let's go.
The room
So nice.
is beautiful. We just checked in early, and apparently we've got breakfast and dinner all included, which is insane. And we've got lunches planned in town and stuff. So I'm actually here with Ironman, which is just the most wild work opportunity I think I've ever had. And I wasn't planning on doing another Ironman this close to the last one in August. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a couple of years, have a bit of time off. And then the opportunity came up and I was like, well, how does one say no to like their dream brand asking to work with them? So we are in Austria with Ironman. I am doing my second Ironman. And we are in such a stunning hotel right next to the racecourse. Bit of a room tour, because room tours are always fun. Here we are. We got a big bag. We got a balance pad, whatever the hell that is. Big fan of this. This is beautiful. We definitely need a shower. Stinking at the moment. Oh my god, there's an indoor.
Oh, it's 40 euros. No, not.
Oh, okay. No, not allowed. And then yeah, lovely. I mean, there's like 2 single beds. How do you feel about that?
Good. Thank God.
What?
Can we make them a bit further apart, actually?
And look at the view. I mean, there is some bizarre netting, but it is a beautiful view. Oh my god, Dom, look, there's like lounges down by the lake.
Oh my God, there's a basketball court in the distance. No way.
Do you have a basketball? I think the plan is we're going to shower because we did get up at 3:30-ish this morning. And obviously flew here. So we're going to shower, make ourselves feel okay again. I felt so car sick because of all the mountain roads on the way here, but just about recovered. And then we're going to go to maybe register because the weather's nice. Yeah, and then we've got a dinner tonight with everybody. To be honest, it's pretty jam-packed, but I won't go into it because you'll see all of it. But there's yoga and there's a tour of the town and there's all sorts. So yeah, very excited because I've never explored Austria in this way. The only time I've ever been to Austria was skiing when I was like 10, maybe. Never seen it not snowy, like wintry. And I love the mountains, so buzzing. But yeah, Dom has absolutely lucked out because he is here completely free of charge in a beautiful hotel.
There's free suites and reception as well, so I know where I'm going to be all weekend.
with all meals included, and he doesn't even have to do the Ironman.
Come on, dream life.
Feeling like a true athlete. Got a hot dog, we've got chips, we've got Aperol. What more could you want? It's stunning here. We're about to go and check in and get my bib, but we went for an explore around the hotel. It's beautiful. I can't wait to swim in that pool. We're at the event village. Let's see how much merch we could buy her. What's my budget? No, I just want to get a visor in case it's this hot.
Sure. So Ironman on the front rather than just the leg.
What do we think, team? Shall I buy it?
Yeah.
I've been here like 2 hours.
Give me a 360. Yeah.
My hair's not going to be up like this. Also, it means I won't have to wear sunglasses. I always think it's a shame when I wear sunglasses you can't see my face.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful face. And the beautiful lake is behind. Don't know if you can see. There's a very cool sign there.
It's POV, you're finishing an Ironman. Hello. We've just had dinner and it was really nice actually.
Taxi's here. Bye guys.
Bye.
So what we were trying to say is we had a lovely dinner. I got a rose. We
From
had
another mountain.
we had a beef soup. We had beef, creamed spinach, shrimp.
I don't know how to describe the beef
Really,
that was cooked. It was like slices of beef that was really good.
Yeah.
Potatoes were really good as well.
Really yummy.
Creamed spinach, and then like garlicky shrimp.
Oh, the
with, like, some
starter
bread.
I would argue was the
You
best
had
thing
feta
though.
salad for starter.
Oh, the Greek salad, amazing. And then we had this dessert which was called mil.
I don't want to say it. And it's going to be on the internet forever. I don't know.
It's
like
really
pastry
yummy.
with, like,
And we
cream
had
and
the
fruit.
most beautiful Slovenian white wine, which I had something very similar, I think, / the same when I was bikepacking in Slovenia like 4 years ago. And it goes down like water. It's so nice. So yeah, a lovely evening. And we were with 2 travel creators who were working with like the tourism board, and they were really nice.
Lovely people. Yeah.
So yeah, but I need to build my bike. We need to go to bed. It's like 10 p.m. We've been up since 3:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Night.
Bye.
You would not forget that there's an Ironman going on this weekend. He's a slut for some streaky bacon. We're gonna eat this and then go for a swim in the pool and then go for a little swim in the lake, which is exciting. You're also gonna swim, aren't you?
No, not in the lake, just in the pool.
Look at that view! Stunning! Done a little pool swim and a little swim in the river. What's the river called?
Is that the land canal?
That.
Yeah.
What was it?
Land canal.
Lend Canal.
Land canal.
Did a little swim in that. Realised I still need to make sure I'm sighting. Because I went diagonally into the riverbank. And now we're going to go for a little tour with Klagenfurt's tourism board of the Old Town.
Yeah.
Which should be fun.
Lunch first.
Oh yeah.
And
Really hungry.
And then drinks.
And then Ironman race briefing. And then night run, which is the 5k, which I'm going to do very, very chilled as a shakeout, but 2 days out, because tomorrow I just want to be horizontal. And then we're actually going to get a good sleep tonight. Did get like 8 hours last night, but I want a good like 9.5 hour day. What are you wearing?
Jacket, it's Carhartt. T-shirt is from a brand from an old friend. Jorts are from probably ASOS, and then Specials, and then these £3 grip socks from Amazon that say "shot" on the back of them.
Okay, beautiful. Thanks, guys.
Wow, okay.
We're gonna go. You need to go and meet the Ironman rep to get Don's VIP pass. It is the eve of the race. We went for a little yoga sesh, which Dash, the videographer, came. So hopefully I'll have some clips to put in. It was a bit hard.
Yeah.
I was like, I had to
Too
stop.
much shoulder stuff.
Yeah, it was like shaking. So I had to stop. And then like all of a sudden it was like, and then just do this. And she was in like
Did some fucking like sat up, bent in half, like a V shape, holding it without a hat.
like this.
But like sat up.
But like well more
crazy.
difficult. That was nice though. It was really beautiful. We were on a pontoon on the lake. But now I've got to test the bike and then go rack the bike. And then we're going for lunch. And then we're going to spend the afternoon in the spa, which we went in yesterday. And we didn't get we saw the no clothes sign. But we thought they meant no clothes.
No. I immediately went so naked, and you went no. It just means like swimwear.
Because it had a picture of a bikini with a line through it. So maybe I shouldn't.
No clothes. Yeah.
Anyway, so we might experiment that.
Hell yeah.
But we're gonna chill for the afternoon because it's been amazing. But we have literally been back to back doing stuff. Yesterday we were out on the tour and then went for like drinks and then came back and we had the athlete briefing and then we had the night run. And there's been a lot going on and I think I actually need to have some horizontal time before the Ironman tomorrow. Hopefully Dom can take some updates throughout the race. The weather, the app is completely wrong. Every time it says it's cloudy, it's like mainly blue skies, which is concerning. Hoping for no vomiting like in Salou. It's race morning. Literally, I woke up and the first thought that ran through my head, the first thing that I said to Dom was, oh shit. Oh, it's gonna be a long day. But the views are gonna be so worth it. It's gonna be so worth it. I now just need to, it's 4 AM by the way. I've written the mechanics stops because there's 5 points on the bike because I thought if I get a puncture, which touch wood I can't have another race with a puncture, then I know whether to run forwards or backwards. Let's hope that doesn't happen. The sky is so pretty. It's so weird how it's like 5 AM and everyone's just up and out as if it's the middle of the day. Having the shock that I have most race mornings, where I'm like, why the hell do I do this to myself? It is T minus 45 minutes. Oh my god, we need to actually walk to the start. We came back up to the room to get some more electrolytes and to have my second poop of the morning, which means hopefully no more poops all day, hopefully. But
fingers crossed.
That's really unlikely.
There we go. So many people.
Oh, why do I feel so tight? Okay, this is where I say goodbye. See you on the other side.
Hopefully, Holly should be coming through in the next couple of minutes. Estella will be on the right hand side just after the bridge, which is where I am. Her tracker is completely off. It says she's finished, like, it doesn't have a time that she's finished the swim, but it says that she's got to the end of it, like the marker has moved to the end, which is completely wrong because the pace she's aiming to swim at, she is like a couple of minutes away from here. I think that's her. I hope that's her. No, that's a bloke. There she is. There she goes. Yeah, Holly! There she goes. See if I can zoom in. Yeah, Holly! Woo! Let's go! Let's go, you're doing so well. Yeah, Holly! Woo! Go on, Holly! Go, Holly! Go, Holly! Woo! Just seen Holly go out on the bike. The course is so long, I could only see her like between each lap, so at 90k and then at the end. So I've got about 3 hours until I next need to see her. She's doing so well. She went quicker than she was planning to, like quicker than the wave that she was in for the swim. So noisy. And then seems to be fine. Bike seems all good. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Swimmers are coming out here, and our room is that one there. Mental. That's the swim finish. And I'm in the hotel room. What? Hoping to go and catch Holly at halfway point on the bike. Gonna rush there, hopefully get her at the turning point. Right, just seen Holly at halfway. She wasn't doing well. She was quite upset and said that she hasn't been able to stomach any like carbs or gels in the last 2 hours. It's also really hot, it's like 25 degrees, but in about an hour it starts getting cool again. So she's carried on, and I said, so her aim for the bike was 7.5 hours and her estimated finish now is like 6 hours 45. So I was like, look, even if you stop for 30 minutes, like fully stop and have some proper food and like make sure you get it down, you have a drink, pour some water over yourself and then carry on, you'll still beat that time by 15 minutes. Like, and in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't even matter. Like this 7.5 hour goal is something that she's put on herself. So I don't know, I hope she does it, but it's really tough. Yeah, I don't know. The first 20k or so, she was doing it about 29k an hour the first loop, and she said that's quite nice. So maybe if she gets that done, has a break, and then the other 60 is, you know, it makes it essentially a smaller loop. I think that'd be good. And then when she's on the run, I mean, that's also a worry, like doing a marathon on an empty stomach, but she can walk, she can stop, like she's got more food in T2, so I hope she'll be alright. Oh my god, right, I'm in the VIP area, seemingly open bar, unlimited drinks. The food is like there's like chicken, there's fish, there's like traditional Austrian stuff, there's fruit with like whipped cream, there's like desserts, there's like loads of cheese, and then there's like this big screen just showing the leaders of the race. Here's all the food. There's the bar over there. They've got these like fans on the table. Here's my food that I've gone for. Crazy. Just the kind of things that like I've worked in as like a waiter before, and I've always been like, I'm so jealous of people that get to eat in this. Okay, so update. I'm sure Holly will give you her own one, but she has had to pull out. I think about 96 kilometres she started being sick.
Hoping for no vomiting like in Salou.
I'm feeling really dizzy, so she's in an ambulance on her way to the medical tent now, which is where I'm waiting, and then hopefully she can get some solids in her and can cool down a bit. But I don't blame her, like even just walking here I'm absolutely drenched in sweat, so having to do 12 hours of exercise in this heat is ridiculous. It's just not the right day for it, really. There's only 400 women and about 2,500 people total that have actually even lined up at the start of this race. So to be in, to be one of those, I think it is incredible. So yeah, I'm just proud that she's even started, but also that she's recognised that it's not worth pushing. I think anyone that knows Holly knows that she can be a little bit stubborn, but the fact that she's actually put her health first is something that I'm really grateful for. So I'm happy that she's put herself first and called it a day.
Hi
everyone.
it all went Pete-tong. It went wrong. It went so wrong. I cried for hours, but I'm okay with it now. Not okay with it, but accepted it. Just hadn't been exposed to that kind of heat, and even though the weather app said maximum of 26 and then apparently it's cooled down to 22, it is not 22. It says it's full clouds. There is not full clouds. It is literally, yeah, like blue skies, sunshine. Look at the joke of this being full cloud. And I just can't express how much it literally still feels like 28 degrees. And it's been, what, 4.5 hours since I stopped? So,
like 12:30? 5.5
Oh, 5.5 hours. So basically halfway through, well, 70k through the bike, I started to feel really, really rough. Started going a bit loolally, like wasn't really knowing what was going on. I don't know how to describe it. And then I just started to like cry to myself because I was like, this is not good. I think the heat basically had just got to me and my tummy went like sideways. I couldn't stomach any of the food. So I thought, right, I'm going to stop when I get to the 90k when I see Dom and pretty much call it a day, because it's just not worth ever sacrificing your health for like races and stuff. And being in like a medical background, I know when enough is enough. So yeah, I was like, I'm going to stop, and then I stopped and had a chat and actually managed to eat like a solid bar. And the crowd around were just kind of like chanting my name, and I was like, yeah, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do it if I just start again, if I just carry on. So I started off on the second lap, and 7 kilometers later had to stop at an aid station. Also, every aid station, I was pouring water all over my front and back, and then drinking the rest of that bottle of water, as well as like having my carb drinks, and it just wasn't enough. Like, it just wasn't helping at all. I just really felt like I was overheating. So yeah, I got off at this aid station, stood like in the shade, and just thought to myself for like a little bit, and I was like, can I actually do this? Do I want to carry on, you know, this 83 kilometers left? With the first lap, my Garmin logged 990 meters of elevation. So, you know, it's not just an 83k flat, it's a lot of elevation as well. And it was only getting hotter at that point. So I was like, either I can carry on, do another 83 kilometers and potentially end up in a very bad way, likely not still be able to do the marathon. Because, you know, after all of that, you've got to run a marathon. So it's like, either I stop now and I'm struggling but healthy and, you know, not in a really, really bad way, or I carry on, likely end up in an ambulance for much worse reasons and still don't finish. Because I'm telling you now, I could not have run a marathon in this heat. There is no chance. We've just had like the wettest UK winter ever and spring, and so I have not been heat trained whatsoever. And being a full-time student in Bristol, like, Bristol and Wales have trained me for the hills, but have not trained me for the hills in high 20s full sun. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I'm not a full-time athlete. I can't go abroad to train. I don't have access to heat chambers. But the start of the race was actually really great. I had a good swim. It was only like a minute slower than last time, in this stunning the land canal, which from the lake you basically like come into this canal and everyone's swimming, so like it almost forms its own current. It was just insane. Yeah, so I had a good swim and I felt great, and I ran to transition and had quite a quick transition, and then the first lap of the bike, because of the elevation, I was expecting to do like 24 kilometers an hour, and I actually averaged 27, which literally that just goes to show like I felt good. And I didn't feel like I was pushing like overly hard. I was aware that it was obviously a long cycle and it was going to be hot, so I almost didn't push to my max, but still
my body just couldn't handle it. Yeah, so I've been crying a lot, and then I had a shower, updated everybody with a very dramatic picture of me outside an ambulance because I had to be escorted in an ambulance back and checked over, which honestly, like, I've got to say the bike views, like, I'm mainly gutted that I didn't get to do another lap because they were just beautiful. Like, all around the lake there were cows, there were horses, there were mountains. Like, it was the most stunning thing I'd ever seen on a bike. So gutted that I didn't get to see that again. But the volunteers who looked after me poured water. I literally haven't even said this bit. These volunteers were pouring water over the back of my head to cool me down at the aid station. And then I proceeded to like retch in a dustbin about 15 times. And the poor volunteer was like holding the lid open for me. And then I still wanted to carry on. I actually said to them, I was like, no, like, you know, I don't want to get an ambulance or anything. I could just try and carry on. And they were like, strongly advise you not to carry on. And they were completely right. Yeah, I would not have been in a good way. So yes, they were amazing. The volunteers were amazing. The ambulance workers were amazing. Like, they gave me everything I needed and checked me over. And apparently they had 7 ambulances monitoring just the course alone. So I would love to see Ironman Austria again. Hopefully in cooler weather, but if not, better heat trained. It is really gutting when you train for everything except for the conditions which you can't control, and they're the ones that screw you over. But it's an absolute privilege to have been at the start line. And I mean, obviously there is a level of like me feeling ashamed, and it's the first time I've ever not finished a race or like quit as per se, and it's possibly 100 times worse the fact that Ironman, like, I was in partnership with Ironman for the race as their content creator, so I feel like I've let myself down, I feel like I've let Ironman down, but they have been so supportive and already said, like, do not apologise for anything, you come first, of course. And I tried my best, which I did. So yeah, that's the update. We are just going to go to the finish line. We're going to cheer in all the amazing women who are still going and coming up to the finish line, but also all the other people who, you know, people are still just going out into the marathon now and they've been on the bike that whole time. And I can genuinely say, like, they are stronger than I am today. So they deserve to be clapped, and a little headache isn't going to keep me away from that, even if I can't compete anymore. Thank you for watching along. I don't know what Dom filmed during the race. Did you film vlogs?
Filmed some great content.
Yeah. Have you guys become besties?
Yeah.
But I hope you've enjoyed the vlog regardless, and this just goes to show it doesn't always go to plan. This sport is brutal, but you have to respect the sport and you have to respect your body, and your health comes first always. That's why we love it. That's why we love the sport. Oh my god, golden retriever.